All right, let's go to the caller. 505, where are you calling? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey there, Dan. This is April from Albuquerque.
April, welcome to the
Can you
show.
hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to ECETI last summer, so I'm excited that you guys are going to be there
Yeah,
this year.
absolutely. I'm looking forward to it because it looks like we're pretty much. So you've been there. You said you've been there. So did you see something every night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every night. I mean, there was something going on. Just every day there would be, have experience with the fairies or, Bigfoot prints or, the starships at night. It was just, every day there was something going on.
So did you camp?
I did. It was crazy because I had to fly in Albuquerque, so I had to carry all my gear with me. So, but it was fun. It was, they would say, like, this was one thing that happened to me while I was there. They say, bring an apple for Bigfoot and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm bringing this organic apple with me. And there was this boulder behind my tent. So I kind of put a little intention and put the little apple right there on that boulder and then took off for my day. And just, so then I came back and the apple was gone. And I'm like, oh, wow, something happened, something's going on. So I forgot about it and stuff. So that night, it was really early in the morning. I needed to get up and go to the bathroom. And when I came back, I kind of could feel like Bigfoot was around. I kind of was getting that energy. And that I didn't see him or anything. And so then I zipped my tent, got back in my tent. And I leaned back and I go, what's that? And I reached back there and that apple was in my sleeping bag.
Whoa. So he actually went in there and put it in. Because I was listening to James and he was talking about this apple too. Like they won't eat the GMO ones, but they'll eat the natural ones. Was that a GMO one?
Yeah. No, I brought it from, it was a farmer's market. It was organic.
Oh, okay. Huh, interesting.
But but it was cool because, I wanted an experience that I was scared because, I didn't want to really see them because I was out there by myself and, I just would be so scary just to confront them. But it was kind of a gentle experience that I wanted. So it was cool.
Yeah. So did you have anything disappear on you? I hear that happens out there too.
Well, there was, like I say, everything happened like every day there was something like that. And so one of my people that I met there, he came by and he says, oh, I lost my car. It was like a car, his rental card. It was a card that started his car, like a credit card. And he lost it. And I go, oh, the fairies got it. And he goes, what? Because he was more kind of like a UFO guy. And so he was like, I don't know about fairies. I go, just ask gently for the fairies to bring that card back. So he did. So then later on, he was helping me with something, get something out of the car, and he leaned over, and that card just materialized and fell to the ground. Just like it fell from his chest to the ground, and he was looking at me, and I was looking at him, and I was like, he's like, what just happened?
That's insane.
So, because he wasn't, he was, to me that was like, I love it, and he was like, oh. So he got it back, and it was cool. I mean, there was just all kinds of magical things happening all the time. And when I was at Sedona, and James was there in Sedona, and it was kind of after all the speakers, it was starting to get dark, and we went out on the deck, and I knew we were going to see something. And sure enough, we were looking up, and this starship just kind of showed up. It looked like a star, and then it just powered up. And it just we're just like, oh my gosh, we got to see something here in Sedona too. So that was really fun. So just him being around, we got to see something in Sedona also.
So when you were up at Gillian's Ranch, what was it, $30 a night to camp?
Well, it was $30 a night, and then I went when Jimmy Church's event was going on. So then you had to pay for that event too. So you paid for that, and so that, but it was totally worth it because there was so many speakers, and it was just really fun. And you got to hang out with everybody, and
right. But the price wasn't outrageous. It was reasonable.
It was reasonable, and the food, you had to pay extra for the food. And but if you were, if you could bring your food, that was available too. If you wanted to bring your food and not have to pay for their food. But since I was flying, I had, I didn't really. It was easier for me just to buy the food.
Yeah. So what do you think? Would you pay?
So the first couple.
Would you pay $2,000 to go out with Greer?
I'm kind of with you on that one. He's kind of pricey, and I've heard you're not always guaranteed to see anything with him. So,
yep.
So I'm just, like I say, I just have never been inclined to do his stuff. I'm more in the healer aspect. I like the healing modalities and hypnosis and all that. I was going to ask you about your hypnosis session.
Sure.
Did you get more information than you guys put out, or did you put everything out on the? Yeah,
that was
you videoed it.
That was everything. The only thing I cut out was my past life experience. So. Which really had nothing to do with anything going on now. Which I'll be honest, with these QHHT sessions, some of them, sometimes maybe it's just me overthinking it, but sometimes you think it's kind of BS, some of it. But there's some things that come out that's like, it's definitely, there's something there. So I think there's a line where it's hit and miss.
Yeah. So, yeah, because it was interesting. I'm forgetting the gal that did it. What is her name?
Lauren.
That did your session. Lauren, yeah, because Lauren was doing some little session kind of things before she went to Sedona, and so I got one of her little sessions, and it was really right on. She was really spot on that little session she did for me, and I haven't seen her on YouTube lately, but she was. I was really happy with her little session that she did for me.
Yeah, Lauren's really great, but I think unfortunately we might not hear from her again. She's kind of doing some life changes. I don't know how much. I probably shouldn't even say much about it, but hey, I'm gonna miss her, I think. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, and Allison too. She's going through some life changes too. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. That's why I talked about the energy in the beginning of the program. Everybody's changing. A lot of things were changing. I had a lot of difficult tasks with the network that I had to overcome, and I'm still here. So
are you going to speak at ECETI, or are you just going to video, or what are you going to be doing there?
I don't know what Shane has planned, but from what I understood, we were all just going to go to ECETI, and it might not even be, we got to get their schedule yet. We're not sure if they're going to have a bunch of talkings going on, or conference going on, I should say. Maybe we will do something there. We'll see. But as of right now, we're just going. It's kind of still, we're looking at late July, early August for that.
Yeah, because it was hot. It was hot when I was there. But there's a river. If you go, make sure you go to the river, because it seems like it's far away, but it's not. It's just right there. And there's a little pond there on the property. And he has a couple little paddle boards or a little kayak. It's real small. But, just to cool down, because it was very hot. And to cool off. And, just make sure you do that, because it was hot, and that way you stay cool.
I'd rather have it hot than cold. I'll tell you what. I think the other week here it was. I think we were pushing almost -30 here in Wisconsin. So I'm ready for some warm weather.
Oh, I know. Right now it sounds good. I mean, Albuquerque, we had snow this morning. I went sledding this morning, and it was really fun. So we're getting the cold weather here too.
Oh. All right, I think I'm going to wrap the show up if that's all you had.
Yep. Anyway, thanks, and keep on doing your good work.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you for your call.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap up. I think this has been another awesome show in the bag. Great to have callers. I like to let's just have fun like this and just have a nice chat. That's what it's all about. So, all right, big, huge thanks to the supporters on Patreon. I always got to give a shout out to them because they do help support the show. And if you guys do love the show, that I want to keep producing content, consider being a supporter on Patreon. I mean, donate what you want. There's different tiers. I got 1, 5, and 10 tiers there. It all helps because sometimes, like I said, if YouTube goes down, then there's nothing. It's kind of a nice little donation thing there. You can also buy a shirt or whatever on Patreon. I have a couple new products coming out, and yeah, look at that as well. All right, with that being said, I'm Dan Hohlfeld.
Yeah, correct.
Signing out. Talk is cheap. We'll see you guys next week, same time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Visit k2d4network.com today.